When you say forward or backward, your lips move in those directions. We have woken up over 10,000 times and we're still not used to it. Tobacco companies kill their best customers and condom companies kill their future customers. Gyms should have memberships where your fee goes down based on how often you go. When people think about traveling to the past, they worry about accidentally changing the present, but no one in the present really thinks they can radically change the future. Do not touch would probably be a really unsettling thing to read in Braille. Hello and welcome to some shower thoughts. People who are good looking but have terrible personalities are basically real life clickbaits. My dog understands several human words. I don't understand any dog barks. He may be smarter than me. Nothing is on fire, fire is on things. If Google matched people up by their browsing history, it could be the greatest online dating website of all time. It's pretty sad that having real ingredients in food products is a selling point. If you get out of the shower clean, why does your towel get dirty? Cemeteries would be way more interesting if they put the cause of death on the headstone. Does a straw have 1 or 2 holes? History classes are only going to get longer and harder as time goes on. If cats had wings, they'd still just lay there. Did you know our jaws can only bite upwards, so you can't actually bite down? Hello and welcome to some shower thoughts. An even number of urinals is a waste of money. You either live forever or die trying. Farming is generally considered masculine, but gardening is considered feminine. When a wristwatch battery dies, it becomes a bracelet. How does snow freeze without looking like ice? Taking candy from a baby is actually a good thing. You don't own money, it's just your turn with it. When you count from 1 to 2, you skip an infinite amount of numbers. Your first birthday is actually your second birthday. If someone asks you where the beach is, you can point in literally any direction and not be lying. Mirrors don't break, they simply multiply. Winter is the only season you experience twice a year. You can manually breathe, blink, and swallow just by thinking about it. Did you know, even though our fingers are different lengths, they all line up when you curl all of your fingers in? Hello and welcome to some shower thoughts. While in missionary position, men are actually twerking. We eat mushrooms after they're dead, and mushrooms eat us after we're dead. Being bored in your own house is somehow better than being bored at someone else's house. Your brain knows where all of your organs are and won't tell you. The word bed actually looks like a bed. A ton of insects have seen us naked. We tend to focus on our worst looking feature, whereas other people tend to notice our best looking feature. More tennis balls are probably used for dogs to play with than are used for tennis matches. Fire meets almost all the requirements to be considered a living thing. Often we don't accept ourselves but expected to be accepted by others. There is probably a large number of people who have done a smash or pass on you. Death is the final mess that you leave behind. Did you know that when you say the word touch, your lips don't touch? And when you say the word apart, they do touch? Hello and welcome to some shower thoughts. If you killed a murderer, the number of murderers does not decrease. Looking back on it, does anyone actually remember the last few seconds before you fall asleep? Do twins realize that one of them was unplanned? Even if you have the power to read minds, you probably wouldn't understand most of them. Being cool is a compliment while being cold is an insult. How are we expected to know laws, but then there's lawyers who go to school for years just to study them? Many tattoos and surgeries have been ruined by earthquakes. The North Pole is a planet away from the South Pole. If you are 1 in a million, then there is 7,000 people just like you. If you ever feel lonely, just watch a horror movie because after a while, you won't feel like you're alone anymore. Queen Elizabeth's birth was probably announced via a telegram and her death via a tweet. Hello and here are some shower thoughts. Wild animals can develop mental illnesses too, but we just assume they are being